March 22nd, 9:14. Gatewater Hotel, Carrita's hotel room. Right. Oh, is Alice here? Are you in the mood to do poorly again? Alice? Unless you're not vibing today, that's fine.
If she's not, I'll do it.
All right. Go ahead, Aaron.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya?
These things take time. I'd say probably not, but I don't want to get her. I don't want to disappoint her. Oh, well, Pearl, the police are professionals. They'll find her. Trust me. Please don't worry. Don't worry. We are going to save Maya. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. I promise.
You're right. I hope.
She went from like ecstatic expression to like completely depressed.
Yeah, so we can probably talk to Pearly about the real killer, or we can talk about the assassin client. I feel like these questions are going to tell us a recap for this portion, but you guys want to get some flavor
both.
text?
Let's do both.
Let's get that flavor text.
No flavor. So the real person who killed Mr. Carrita was...
That assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
Yeah, I think so, Pearl. And then we've got the card that Miss Andrews found at the crime scene. That seems to be proof of... But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind, I feel. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? I think that's important. We've got to figure that out.
You mean who asked for the murder?
Exactly. That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, there's still a killer.
All right, let's talk about the potential client.
I'm impressed on Pearl's insight right now.
I know.
Who? Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Mrs. Andrews?
You know, I'm thinking the same thing. But if she was the client, then why go through all this effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? I mean, was she angry at him?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt Ungard himself. It would have to be him.
Oh no. Well, was it Matt, though?
If Mr. Engard really did hire that assassin,
then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, actually. Pearls, he would be guilty of the crime.
but it can't be Mr. Engard, right? I mean, when we first talked to him, he was a total idiot.
That is true.
Maybe he's so stupid that he had to hire a killer to kill him for him or something.
Oh my god.
Just
Dude, I totally forgot that I hired a killer. That's crazy, man. Like, whoa.
Just like stoner assassin.
So him. That's so stoner.
No, yeah, he was actually high. He forgot that he hired the killer.
Yeah, right.
That's why the Nagatama didn't work on him.
Because he really didn't know he had.
That was crazy.
Oh, we just broke the third wall.
Indeed. Let's continue.
Well, Mr. Ungard. Oh, okay, so flashback. Mr. Ungard, I'd like to ask you one more question, if you don't mind. Did you kill Mr. Juan Carrita? Please answer me truthfully.
Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Carrita, okay?
But that's sort of bending the truth.
I'm just remembering back. I didn't see any psych locks at that time when I was using the Magatama. Actually,
he-
that reminds me.
He could be doing a pseudo lawyer trick and being like, "Well, I didn't kill him."
Exactly. Do you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, Pearls. Actually, it's something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. It's been nagging me.
All right, man, we're getting a lot of flavor text from Pearl. Let's go. Something interesting.
I know. Is she like half channeling her Mia?
I feel like
Right?
maybe
Pearl is kind of mature for her age because she's been like training in the mountains and hasn't been like watching TV or doing normal kid stuff. So I think she's weirdly
for
both much older and younger than her age.
so he's saying if we
Ah.
get rid of video games and live in the mountains and train, the most like fundamental like mindset, we can too become mature like Pearls.
Well, you also have to learn how to channel spirits, other fun stuff. Good luck with that.
And sit under a waterfall for hours.
Hell
Oh, God.
yeah. Get in that
Which
cold,
I want to
high
try.
pressure
I want to try
water.
that in real life one day.
It's gonna
Oh,
hurt like
God.
hell, I bet. All right.
Look, do you want to be badass or do you want to get?
It depends on like the
comfortable in
type
your
of
cash?
waterfall.
Yeah.
Wait, read it.
Like you wouldn't want
Oh,
to do it under Niagara Falls. That would probably hurt.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
die from the intense pressure.
But like a smaller waterfall, like stream, would probably be fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about what's something interesting about these waterfalls.
So what is this interesting thing?
Well, you didn't hear it, did you, Pearls, at the trial?
Juan had bet everything on the jamming ninja this year. And if he... Wait, wasn't this Maria? Oh, she's not here. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyways.
Yeah, she's trying to upgrade her mic, but it may be a bit.
It looks like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Oh yeah, I remember her saying this now.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Engard's quote-unquote secret. What is this secret?
Pearl, I also want to know exactly that, and I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Carrita was going to reveal this quote-unquote secret. And that means Mr. Ungard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Carrita silenced. Makes me wonder, though, which that means we have to meet with Mr. Ungard. There's no way around it now. I've got to talk to him again.
All right, let's go talk to our boy. Did he send someone to kill? Oh, cutscene.
And forgot he did it.
Yeah.
Wow. It's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? I'm a child and you're taking me in a hotel at really late at night. This is kind of questionable.
Well, remember the bathroom's down here. Well, yeah, Pearl, I know. It's past your bedtime.
That's not better.
I would say it's even worse.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna try and not spell it out, but yeah, that's worse, or at least could be.
Could be.
It's like a lawyer and an oddly dressed like spirit medium child. What is going on here?
But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. And this is really important. Maya's life is on the line. And there's still the matter of this secret that Mr. Carrita held about Mr. Ungard. And then there's Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
Oh, you know, Pearl, you're right, but I'm sure we're going to think of something. Don't you worry. We have to talk to him.
All right.
even if it means breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the
Cha-cha.
law.
Breaking the law.
Hey,
I was
back into the really probably smelly
How is this
food
food
spoiling.
still not rotting?
Yeah,
Right?
it's probably got that McDonald's treatment with all the preservatives.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Where it just kind of looks like wax, but it doesn't
Yeah.
actually mold or
It
anything.
has so
Whoa.
much preservatives that it's
Yeah.
preserved.
Let's continue.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Ghost.
We gotta have a conversation with Old Bag.
Oh.
Old bug.
Oh.
Or maybe not. Hey, Miss Oldbag! That was you just now. Wait!
What is it, you whippersnapper?
How does she take that helmet off
All
so
I know is
fast?
nothing, anything to do with you is ever good. Ruined my life. Or what's left of it. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told it to use to search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? Could that be the one Gumshoe made? Miss Oldbag, where'd you get that?
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo himself, so
Ah, Edgeworth. Makes
and he
sense.
said,
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I was.
Yeah, Zach, can you do it?
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
so I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you.
Well,
Too bad your ex hates you so bad.
Oh, great. I'm so lucky. Thanks a lot, Edgeworth. You're such a pal.
yeah. Alright, so let's
Looks like
talk
she's about ready
Miss
to
Oldbag.
stroke out. She's
Why
taking
she
deep
has the
breaths.
bug sweeper though?
This is absolute top secret, so you better keep it to yourselves, whippersnappers. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those prisons. Can you believe it?
Oh, that's really interesting, Miss Oldbag. Where did you hear that?
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my poor dear Juan. Don't you believe it, none?
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Carrita.
I'll let you in on another secret, you youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera, I know. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired, cloud-haired, foot-powerful girl, the nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. I'm not a hypocrite.
Wow. Wait a minute. The alien. Miss Oldbag, she actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I'm shocked.
I don't know what you're thinking, whippersnapper, but I can bet that it's nothing good. I just want to know the truth. You can handle the truth.
I didn't even say anything. What, is she reading my mind now?
I
Is that what
guess
that
so.
ray gun is?
Let's look at the quality daydream.
So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I heard, they were some sort of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh? Please elaborate.
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That's... manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know, child? That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Sad.
Oh, Miss Oldbag, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts. That was Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That's the last girl. So sad. She was supposed to get married, you know.
What, married? You mean married to Mr. Carrita?
Really, you young kids today don't know nothing, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. Tragedy, tragedy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait, what is she, 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the?
Okay, that's a terrible reason to commit suicide. It's like, oh shit, arranged marriage. Ugh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
right.
Well, how would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married, and that makes people happy. Well, my dear child, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
Wait, what? What do you mean thrown away?
But they were going to get married and live happily ever after. They promised each other, right?
He's going to take me to the ball.
Nice.
They had a grand announcement session, but, 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that really true, Miss Oldbag?
It was in the weekly magazines, and I believe what I read. But why? Why would he do something like that? That was not in the magazines, child, unfortunately.
I see. Tabloids, or is that what we're calling the truth nowadays?
That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
That is terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Wonder. Huh.
Somehow I blame Matt. I don't know how, but
Well, that was some interesting sad flavor test. Oh, another one.
Yeah, that filled in some holes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. And I know they were getting ready for the press conference. But I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating because it's really quiet in here. Everything's finally calmed down.
All right. Let's see here.
Or has it?
Well,
maybe
where
we
do
can
we
go
from
back
here?
to the police department.
Oh, yeah. We can do that. Criminal affairs time? Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that. Pick up on Gumshoe.
Maybe we'll run to Von Karma.
Oh God.
Possibly.
Isn't she still recovering from being shot?
No, she just walked out of hospital discharged.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
She's like, it's just a gunshot wound. It's like a flesh wound, like Monty Python.
Yeah, just a flesh wound.
Oh no.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
You're still on the background music.
Yeah, it does. I'm not hearing that unusual music in the background anymore. I wonder if something's happened.
Let's see.
Who wants
Does
to be
anyone
chief?
be? Yeah.
Something to be the chief.
All right. I guess I'll do it. You're Mr. Unguard's lawyer, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Who might you be?
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
A decisive witness? You mean for the Unguard case?
We're talking the witnesses. We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, what's Edgeworth up to now? How is he screwing me over this time?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lair.
Mr. Nick.
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here.
Oh, yeah. Ellipses. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
What do you want you to tell me?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
Well, that's convenient.
What?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Wow, Chief. thank you very much.
You know, they
This
told
means
me
a lot.
They told me whenever I was what I forget it. When I was a private, that I could never be a police chief with this voice. But guess what? Guess who's police chief now?
Good for you. This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Mommy, wow. He's
Oh, yes, it is,
chief
Pearl.
Now.
We're finally catching a break on this case. Go talk to your heart's content, huh? It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag.
Alrighty.
Little do they know.
Guess we get to talk to the witness, maybe at the detention center, maybe?
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
March 26th.
Well, I mean, at least well, I guess I don't know who we're gonna talk to.
Yeah.
See what
I think
happens.
it's Matt, right?
I just thought it'd be funny, like, you know, the special permission is to basically get, like, finally
Self-incriminate myself.
No, like petty, like lifetime subscription to his OnlyFans, to his heart's content.
Oh my god.
The lonely fans of OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's like under the table kind of OnlyFans, you know?
Black market OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like I tell you, I got this Belle Daphne subscription hot at the ready. Like,
I got a good idea for OnlyFans. It's a website called Only Hands, and it's
oh,
me
no.
and a couple guys beating up pedophiles.
Oh, God.
God.
Go
All
around.
right. Let's continue.
That's not where I thought you were going with Only Hands.
I
but-
didn't either. Really, you turned it
I
well.
was really worried about that joke.
That was a good juke. That was a good mental juke.
Uh,
All right. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. Is that who we're going to talk to? So that means that both Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center right now. Now then, whose story do I want to hear first?
Well,
hmm.
I guess
Let's ask the audience.
Talk to Matt.
Can I phone a friend?
I mean, you don't have to commit.
Because
You
they've
can-
been hinting that we need to talk to Matt like every conversation.
Yeah.
Previous has been like we need to talk to this dude.
Yeah,
I
this
feel
is
like-
this.
Yeah.
I've noticed
true.
that.
I
I've noticed that.
I
Is that a trap,
personally
though?
feel like it's gonna be whatever order you want to go first, type of thing.
Yeah,
So
I think we're gonna have to talk to both of them.
Yeah, because we're gonna need.
I'm hoping
both,
so.
Both sides
I'm
for
hoping.
this, but it is. Aaron's right. It is pointing a lot towards Matt Ungard, but we also need to ask Matt Ungard another popular question with the Nagatama, since we've been using it for some time. So let's talk to Matt Ungard. Did he hire an assassin? Question mark.
Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you.
Ah, Mr. Ungard. It's good to see you. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm confident. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying,
Hold on here. I'm just giving you a premium subscription to my OnlyFans real quick.
Oh,
Because
God.
I'm so grateful.
Now he's like
that.
asking a question. Can I gift a subscription to my OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Kind of thing?
Yeah.
Is that considered a conflict of interest or no?
Do you have some coupons?
This is what Nick is thinking though. I have got to get me one of those wrist phones. This thing is so hip.
I know, right?
Oh, and then
It's so Capcom.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, it's a
cog wheel
sprocket.
wrapped around his sprocket wrapped
it's
around
a
his
sprocket
freaking-
phone.
Yeah,
it's
around his
so much
wrist.
like my favorite Jetsons movie.
You know, getting like some
Oh,
similarities to the architecture design from like the Mega Man series.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely
Oh,
not
yeah.
the Mega Man.
It's definitely got some Mega Man flair.
But continue, Mr.
Okay, and
Phoenix.
then so we got Juan Carrita. He was killed by an assassin, and the assassin's client is this man, Matt Ungard.
Oh, sorry. What's wrong? You don't want a premium OnlyFans subscription? Who?
Okay, Mr.
No.
Ungard.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry to have to ask a serious question to you, but there's something I must know with 100% certainty before we go to trial tomorrow.
I get it. You want to do a collab. Well, you know, I'll have to run that by my manager. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self.
I like how you mentioned the manager, who's also probably going to jail. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good.
Alright, so let's talk about Matt's quote-unquote secret.
Okay, Mr. Ungard. Now about the press conference that you were going to be attending.
You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai?
Yes, that one. I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
Oh,
It
we need an
looked like-
entrance.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying Maria was back, but it looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
By like botting his own viewer fan subscribers or something? Or,
Could
oh
be.
god.
Just a thought here too. I think it'd be such an epic power of Nick if I could speak in the other characters. Like that's what he would do on these flashbacks. out of his voice would come the voices of these
Voice in his head.
people.
Like his
Yeah.
own like impression.
He just
Oh my
impersonates
God.
Adrian Andrews like pitch perfect.
Holy cow!
Alright.
You'd be an android like Data from Star Trek.
Oh, awesome analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Ungard. So could you please fill me in more on what this quote-unquote secret is that Miss Andrews is telling me about?
Oh, Nagata.
You shall not pass!
Yeah, I got
God.
fucking locked, bitches.
Ah,
Yeah,
the
fine.
chains, the locks again! I knew this was coming!
He's a
Good luck.
stand user.
Yeah. He's got his arms folded and everything.
Everything's a JoJo
Kinky.
reference.
That locked up body language.
Yeah, he just needs to look like, like 15 years more older than he should look and be ripped.
And be ripped, yeah, he needs more muscle.
It's like
His shirt just explodes.
This would,
Oh my God.
Well, this is like a later generation, like JoJo's character.
Yeah, when they're like
This is a little-
slim, but
Yeah,
still with like a bunch of tone muscles.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Stairway
definitely
to
like
Heaven.
So,
Josuke era.
Yeah. Basically, after like Diamond's Unbreakable, that's when they get away from the buff JoJo characters.
Oh, somewhere like what was it?
'Cause I think-
Giorno,
God, especially.
Yeah, like-
Giorno, yeah.
Yeah.
Italian.
Part
Or,
five,
or,
they
or like
started doing,
Rohan, or
like Prince.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rohan definitely had that very flashy look. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very androgynous, flashy look. Yeah.
Y'all are giving me inspiration to go watch more
Hey, man.
JoJo this weekend.
You can never get enough JoJo.
We should
There's
have
a side
No, I
series.
need to,
with
it's
Jeff
been a couple
Graham.
years since I've
Yeah.
watched some. I just need to
Rohan.
like the
watch
Ovas
some,
or something.
get a refresher.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll probably have a JoJo night someday, but
Yes.
let's continue with this, shall we? Oops.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me. He's a liar all along.
Well, Pearl, it's those psych locks. The locks that we seem to never have keys for.
you said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude?
All right.
That
well,
smile was so fake.
I know, right? Like it's so fake that he can't even like do the sparkly smile
Yeah,
like
that's
from Old Spice, from Terry Crews.
Like, dude,
He's
you gotta
he's
believe
got
me.
Old Spice colors on,
he
so
does have
it's
the old
close.
Spice
Actually,
colors.
yes.
He's repping the colors.
Oh,
Probably could do like a Marvel commercial.
He's like,
if he wanted to.
Unlike Terry Crews, I look like a bar of Old Spice.
well, Mr. Ungard, did you know about Mr. Carrita and Miss Andrews' relationship then? Were you aware?
Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life.
Miss Andrews, but she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Carrita. Her mentor was Mr. Carrita's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impax's suicide note from him. Well, I learned that from her. That was her motivation.
Celeste.
That name, Mr. Ungard, does that jog any memories for you?
Oh my god, this motherfucker. Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat.
God
Oh,
damn it. He's like calling for pizza at a freaking detention center.
Yeah, like through Uber Eats, not even like through the dedicated like app.
Oh god.
He's racked up enough points. He's got a coupon.
Hey, one of my Girl Scouts ordered takeout at the summer camp, and they actually came and were like, "Hey, we got an order for a like whatever," and I'm like, "To camp? What?"
That's awesome.
What?
Like in
That's
the
awesome.
forest, in the woods.
We were like literally camping, and she
Yeah, where were
just
y'all?
ordered like so. It was a Girl Scout camp, and I guess she got sick of the
Oh my
food,
God.
which is decent for like catered camping food, and she ordered like a pizza, and I had to turn them away because a 10-year-old does not get.
That's it defies the point of the camping trip. But you know what? Something to consider if I'm ever camping and I just don't feel like cooking.
That is some dedication from that Uber driver.
I can get away from my cell phone signal, but I can't escape Uber Eats. Wait, how am I going to order this food again? I don't know.
Alright, let's see what toppings you get.
Mr. Nick, it's a pizza.
Oh my
Is that
god.
some kind of pea, like green peas? Is it delicious?
Pearls. You mean you've never had pizza? How is Maya like? Is she coddling you?
I trained with bears in the mountains.
But Maya's had pizza.
Well, yeah.
She did-
As
she's
much
a
as she
burger.
eats, as much as Maya junk food she eats, she's bound to have had pizza. Okay, Pearls. Very important. I'm taking you to a really good family-owned Italian pizzeria later when this
Hardcore
trial's
sussing-
over.
So
Hardcore
Olive
sussing
Garden?
Maya right now.
So, like, what's that one place called? CC Pizza or something? I don't know.
No, it's not thinking CC's.
That's the one with the rat.
No,
Oh,
that's
Chuck E. Cheese's?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah,
damn
Pearl,
it.
we're going to Chuck E. Cheese's.
I was gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, no, it's not.
Peter Piper's is better.
That's it.
I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. Said this is Cece's, we don't deliver.
Mr. Ungard, I'm surprised you're ordering a pizza from the detention center, but, you know, that's too bad. I love pizza myself.
Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay?
Did he just use a mental redirect on me?
There is no secret.
Mr. Ungard, you continue to look more and more suspicious. And are you really connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? I will uncover the truth.
Alright, so, final question is, can we...
Do we got things to present?
We could present stuff. So maybe we could present the Magatama to initiate the breaking of the chains if we have to.
That might give us a clue as to what to look for.
True. So let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I feel like we don't
I
have
like that
enough
idea.
yet, though.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get all 5 logs.
True. I mean, maybe is there a way to switch for?
Yeah, for Miss Andrews. I meant to say earlier, I
yeah.
wondered if the game was going to provide evidence from another witness to help break the other one.
Let's see.
Or sleeping standing up. We can also present profiles too. Like, I feel like the talking options there are kind of small.
Good. So let's see.
Present the butler. I wonder what that would.
Because he says about like a Vanguard mansion.
I like this idea. Mr. Ungard, you know, when you asked me to go to your house and take care of Shu, I ran into somebody there. Do you recognize this person? Who is this?
He's
He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion.
Pearl, don't give him hints.
Yes, that's right. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me. And nothing else.
That was really vague.
Oh.
Didn't get us any talking options.
He just completely dodged the question.
That's probably...
Thanks, Pearl. No.
It's true we debuted at the same time. So that's why people were always comparing us. But I totally didn't care what people were saying because he wasn't even close, dude. I mean, I won every contest we ever had, hands down.
Confident, aren't we?
All right, so he's smack talking. Maybe talk about Adrian.
Well,
Yeah, I could try it, and Celeste as well. It can't hurt.
Celeste would be. I'd be curious what he has to say about the Celeste profile, but
I mean,
it does seem like I feel like he's probably also gonna dodge anything.
Oh,
Oh well then.
Wait, Mr. Ungard. Yeah, this is Celeste Impacts. Sir Photo.
Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything.
Do you think she was she was having an affair with him? Maybe.
I'm blocking you on OnlyFans,
oh God.
Actually, Mr.
Your phone
Ungard,
call.
revoking your premium subscription.
it's called client lawyer confidentiality. If you want me to, find you not guilty at trial, I need to know everything. Now, what do you mean by that?
It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. That's all it means, dude.
Dude.
Like, get off my back.
Up in Nick's head.
It's like, you're not my
Who
mom.
says
Yeah.
anything? Who says
That's
anything
exactly what I
in a
was thinking.
sentence?
All right, let's slap that one.
That touched a nerve.
I don't get it. Why would she want to frame me? I mean, I've never done anything to her, dude.
Mr. Ungard sounds pretty sincere, and he seems trustworthy about this statement. So I have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are.
All right.
Why does she
Wonder
have it
if
out
you
for
could
Matt
leave and
Ungard?
come back and talk to Miss Andrews.
Yeah.
We could try that. Let's go back to our home. All right, let's try a second.
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. We lost him.
Oh, Pearl, yeah, he's probably out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner because he needs to eat better.
Boy, it looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us.
Mr. Nick,
Yeah, Pearl, what is it?
where's the lettuce? Do you have no healthy vegetables?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before.
This is an unhealthy household. Oh, I guess I have to give up making salad then.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem, huh? That's the main
I like
ingredient.
how every time we come here, she's always been sad.
The bachelor pad is slowly crushing her soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's go back to the detention center.
All right. Oh, we're back.
All right.
Well, that's you again.
Ah, Miss Andrews. Snide as ever, I see. Yeah, I am sorry to be visiting you at such a late hour. But there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something more. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Carrita had on Mr. Ungard. She's a very observant woman, and she's shown that in trial.
Yeah. Let's have a little powwow talk about Mr. Matt Ungard.
All right, Miss Andrews, I'd like to ask you about Matt Ungard, then, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know the truth, do you? The real him, I mean.
Well, Miss Andrews, he did just try to order a pizza in here, so... Well, you seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Ungard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That's has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
Alright, let's talk about the thing that does have something to do with your case. How about the Celeste Impact?
Well then, if that doesn't have anything to do with this case, Miss Andrews, there's Miss Celeste Impacts.
I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I am sorry about that. We are only trying to find the truth.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
Didn't want it to spread, just like another piece of gossip. She deserved better. But I never held any murderous intent toward Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
A suicide note, huh? I really wish I knew what it said.
Right, so why did you frame him?
Well then, Miss Andrews, we found out in trial. Why did you try to frame Mr. Ungard then?
Because he's a dumb piece of trash. And that's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job.
I mean, Pearl, you're
That's
right. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good. They couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews.
Well, Miss Andrews, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. I've really gleaned that from you and all the talking we've done together. So please, this is important. Tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now?
Yeah. Oh, just one?
Only one.
Ah, a Cyclock.
Looks like she's a low-level stand user.
Stand. It's an enemy stand.
Oh no.
They
Do
can't
you
stop the
understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But lady...
Yeah, Miss Andrews, look how depressed Pearls is. Look into her eyes. And I'm sure. I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge.
Alright, let's present the Nagatama. Alright, you say your favorite line, Zach?
I'm ready.
Here we go. And... go!
Nagatama!
Hell yeah.
Mm.
It's like just always just holding it like right in their face.
Just
Like when you're
rub it in
yelling
their
your like
face.
superhero move.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah.
God damn these crazy lawyers.
Tama, go!
He throws it at her and it bounces off her forehead and he catches it.
Nagatama, I choose you!
Super Nagatama blast!
Nagatama, use truth bullet!
Mm.
Oh, it's super effective.
Nagatama,
Critical hit.
what secret tunnels does she hold? I don't know. I'm making references really bad.
That's great. Miss Andrews, can you please tell me, and look here, look at what I have in my palm. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ungard. I have to uncover it. Miss Andrews, yes, I know. You have told me that. Over and over. And you may think I haven't heard you. But I know you said something else earlier. You said, quote, and I quote you, revenge. That was your
My
reason.
breath. So you're saying I'm taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for, and you can't prove it.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people, there is something or someone in her past that would make her take this revenge she mentioned.
Well,
So
that'd
it's
be
gotta be
Celeste,
Celeste.
right?
Yeah, so the profile Celeste or the let's see.
I'd say profile.
All right,
But
let's-
usually, like there's multiple answers, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was
all
both.
right, let's reveal the banana man.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kidding. All right.
Show Andrews herself.
Yeah. This is the reason.
This is what the whole thing I was reasoning for, is to fight for my revenge against myself. Because I'm
Oh my God.
pathetic.
And my black, cold heart.
Yeah. Alright, let's present
Oh
Celeste.
gosh, she's got dissociative identity disorder.
Celeste.
Miss Andrews, there is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge, that comes to mind for me. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
I mean, that's gotta be.
You've shown me it's always bothered you whenever
mean,
we've talked about it.
That's like super established at this point too. I don't even know
What are
why.
you trying to say, you fool? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does this all have to do with Matt?
Well, Miss Andrews, you're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard as much as you do, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide.
Can you explain me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
I don't know if we've got this.
Do
I
we?
feel like somehow somebody's having an affair and it ruined her marriage.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that.
is there-
I'm
it
thinking
would
this.
have to
like
be-
a
it would have to
tabloid
be-
with the gossip.
It had to be in Celeste's like suicide report.
What
or
was in
her-
that? Yeah, that gossip
Maybe we
land,
don't have it yet.
that tabloid.
Oh, you can't read it. Okay, there's nothing in
We
there.
can't read the actual report. This tabloid.
I feel like we might need more
Star,
information.
an
Yeah.
ultra hot, mega secret love scandal.
Yeah, that one is not referring to Celeste and Matt.
Yeah. That's Adrian Andrews in
What about
one.
this one?
Oh, the confession at the press conference. Huh. Maybe that was what he was going to confess.
And that might be related, but I don't think that that's gonna.
I don't
Get her
think
to
it
talk.
would point, but this comes to play later, maybe. But let's see here. Okay, so
Was
right,
there any more talking points?
I'm trying to think. So right now we're trying to prove the relation between Celeste and Matt, because her reasoning for it was she had no reason to basically hate and really give back at Juan much other than, put away the suicide note. But she's still like heavily mad against Matt Ungard because
True.
because she knows something about it. So he has something in relation with Celeste in that regard, but she's refusing to tell us about it. So
I've just got a hunch that the evidence item we need for this one comes from us cracking Matt here in the detention center.
Yeah, I think we gotta go put more pressure on Matt.
yeah.
Well, darn, she stumped me. I don't think I have enough evidence yet to justify that question.
All right, let's go back and forth. Let's go see Set Pearl.
Okay, Miss Andrews, bye now.
she's
See you
not
never.
mad. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the detention center.
I just like the idea of him like driving 30 miles and And then like another 30 miles just so that he could repeat this.
Hey, Pearl, you want that pizza now, right?
Yeah.
Let's try presenting the card, the Shelly the Killer card to him.
Do that.
Okay, Matt Ungard, hey, I'm glad you're still here, and oh, you gotta be here. I am kind of scared to show him this card.
What's wrong, dude?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Ungard. Well, I have this picture card. Have you ever seen something like this ever before?
Nope, never saw it before in my life, dude.
I don't think he's lying. Or is he? Then again, he looked like he gasped just now. Sudden
That's just
intake of
his
breath.
asthma.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
Question mark?
Let's see. You want to do this confession ticket?
Yeah, let's try that on him.
Yeah, maybe. Is that Juan? Posing as someone else and trying to hold a press conference? And the person who set it all up was Adrian, wasn't it?
Well, that's what we've been told.
I can't believe... Why would she do such a thing, dude?
Alright. Let's see.
That was maybe helpful. That got him starting to doubt Andrews a little bit.
I feel like we need more information. Can we go back to the police department?
We could try.
Maybe we can talk to Edward. Weren't they supposed to be trying to save Maya or something?
Yeah, they're like doing some rescue thing, but also they're trying to find out where they got the bear, the stuffed taxidermy bear.
Oh, the bear, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The super unique serial number bear.
Oh no, who this? I'll do.
Hey, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. I don't know who the heck this is.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wait.
it's your boy. It's your
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Oh, Mr. Powers!
Yeah, and he's even dressed like Austin Powers, but I don't feel like that'd be appropriate. Considering he's like
like from Goldmember or something.
Yeah, well, he's got like the little frilly thing around his neck, like.
Maybe it's like a little like play on words with the design, possibly. You know.
Yeah.
He could resemble a Bond villain.
Also, he looks like he's ready to like let it rip any second. Drinking expired milk.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him himbo today.
I love your himbo.
That suits him. It suits him so well.
Yeah.
What happened? Why are you here, Mr. Powers?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
So the decisive witness, it was Mr. Powers?
I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
Oh, Mr. Powers, that's horrible.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Oh, that's discrimination.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious.
That's
Are you
me.
thinking I look suspicious? That's me! I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Alright, Mr. Will Powers.
Yeah, kind of.
You're a lovable himbo. What can you tell us about your testimony tomorrow?
Okay, Mr. Powers. Alright, take a deep breath. I'm your friend. Now this testimony that you're going to be giving tomorrow. Could you tell me more about what are you planning to talk about?
I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important. What was it?
Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think that lawyer, the detective talking about is? Do I know a lawyer? A real lawyer?
Oh, Pearl, I'm going to take a wild guess and probably say it's me.
Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya and myself were the only 2 allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
Oh, it's kind of sinking in now that she says that. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I?
Alright.
Better join Meetup.
Look, man, we're gonna get you well known through some social networking. Now, are you familiar with OnlyFans?
Of course he is.
He works with kids. No, he works with kids, so you know we got to give him only hands.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh god.
He's gonna see these hands.
Well, it's not like
Alright,
OnlyFans
let's-
has to be 18 plus. It could be innocent.
You know what? Let's talk about Matt on guard.
This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
I know. Haven't you noticed he wears like Old Spice colored clothing, Mr. Powers?
Oh, damn.
But beside that, tell me more. What is he really like? He's not. I feel like he's not being honest with me.
Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women.
Oh no!
You know, player, quote unquote.
I knew it. I knew that was gonna come up.
God damn it. You might say he's a fuckboy. I mean, he would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself.
He's definitely follows the logic of Ice Cube. Like, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Well, we were in his house, Mr. Powers. I can kind of see what you mean.
What? How horrible. That's unforgivable.
Oh! Damn, cut that clock down! Pearl, I'm sorry! So sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Like, I can imagine like Pearl being like the bad cop, just going up to
Yeah,
him.
right.
It's like, what else you can tell me about him? Tell me more about this nickel samurai. Hey, what is pizza?
She's
Yeah.
cocking the gun.
I'm loading
Pistol
up
whips
these
him.
people.
Yeah, I was
me
about to speak
now!
of. He just pistol whips him in the arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pearl, what did I
Lot of
tell
apple
you?
juice.
Pearl, what did I tell you about pulling out that Glock in public places?
I don't
It's
know
okay at home.
I don't have time for this.
I'm just suddenly reminded of the movie Will Ferrell and the other guy from the movie The Other Guys. So I
Oh
imagine
god.
like Pearl like just accidentally discharged and you have to give her like a wooden gun. So,
Oh,
Oh god.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
let's continue. I'm so sorry.
That's great.
But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him. Oh, please do tell me more, Mr. Powers.
His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic?
Oh my.
Mm,
She'll go out with me.
He had thoughts about Miss Andrews.
Oh my. It's just like a certain
Is it
OTP it's never been explored before. I don't know. Let's
Here
talk
comes the
about
power
I think
play.
it's gonna be really disappointing because she doesn't seem to swing that way.
Probably.
I'm thinking
Power
the L
play.
word.
I see what you did
Yeah,
there.
that's a good point.
Lesbians.
You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and their world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
But you're a celebrity.
Dazzling sort of image, you say? But Mr. Powers, aren't you a part of that dazzle as well?
No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you know. You see. But it's okay, really. I'm comfortable with who I am. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen.
Well, okay, that's true. With those golden locks you have, boy, they're...
I mean, I kind of like my sort of like derpy Wolverine, shtick. Oh, hey, so how did you hear about this yet? Oh, did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide.
Oh, yes, Mr. Powers, you mean Miss Impax. Yes, I have heard about this.
We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled, and it was very sad.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Oh, I thought it said Phoenix. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you go ask me about that? Why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. I mean, I know we're talking about it, and I could just tell you, but why don't you go to the menu, hit talk, and then ask me with that specific prompt?
A witness leading the lawyer.
Oh my god!
It's a first.
Right?
It's almost like
Objection! Leading the the lawyer.
I just like to imagine Zach's character goes willpowers.exe malfunction, now resorting to hand holding you to finding the real thing.
I just imagine him behind the prompts are real and he's watching them grow. He sees the prompt appear and he gets super excited about it. And he's just like, yes, a new prompt. More reason to talk to me.
Yeah. All right, good.
Wow,
thanks.
Mr. Powers. Boy, he is so energetic right now. Practically glowing. When he just mentioned what he wants me to ask him about. Which I should have thought of myself.
Let's talk about this poor girl's unfortunate demise.
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they said that Juan went and hid it.
Yeah, we heard about that in court today, Mr. Powers. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. No one can find it.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note.
No shit, Sherlock.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Something bad for Juan, that is. Go ahead, you can crack those suicide clocks now.
I keep hearing
You're
these
welcome.
voices that tell me I should be smarter than I am.
We are your voices of reason, Nick.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, Pearl, why do you figure that?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man.
Oh no.
You read that on her Facebook, didn't you, Mr. Powers? A truly insidious man. That's exactly what it said? Well, did she mean Mr. Carrita by that?
I bet it's what's his name, Matt.
But did they be using Friendster instead of Facebook before Facebook? You know?
Wasn't it MySpace?
Yeah.
No, before
Oh, it could have been MySpace.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Remember that?
Or he'd have to be going to university, but the all university version of Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it was a weird social profile building website for university students. But
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note.
I see. Mr. Powers, you're very, very insightful. I really appreciate this info you've provided me. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
So Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now, which I keep visiting them and leaving and going back, and I'm sweating them. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure of it. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything, and we have to do it tonight.
hey, it's that phone call.
Mr. Nick, your phone is ringing.
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
Oh, hey, yeah, you're right. Maya put this on here. I really don't like the sound of this actually right now. Let me answer this.
That's not even my ringtone. You must be a big fan.
'Cause it sounds kind of ominous.
Yeah, I know. I mean, why would I think it's ominous?
Because
Hello?
Oh, is it
he
the
was
killer?
Nickel Samurai.
Nick
Oh,
Nick
sorry.
Phoenix speaking.
We're in trouble now, pal.
Oh, it's gonna
I'll be back in the office real soon.
What? Whoa, Mr. Gumshoe, what's wrong? You sound really horrible.
Something really unexpected just happened, man. Mr. Edgeworth, he's pretty sus, man.
You've been shot.
Edgeworth? What's going on, Mr. Gumshoe?
Hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. Ah!
Huh, wait, Mr. Gumshoe! Hold on, wait! I got cut off.
Oil.
Pretty Pearl.
Oil.
Oh, sorry. What's going on, Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Edgeworth in danger? Do you have to save your boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend. Told you this before, Pearl. No matter what the fans say. But yes, Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away. Something's going on.
You know, maybe he's being technical when he said he's not his boyfriend at the current moment.
What do the fans say?
Oh my god.
Then we should hurry back to save your
But
partner.
Pearl, I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about, Mr. Nix? Pull yourself together. Be a man.
I can't believe I just got scolded by a 10-year-old girl.
Himbo.
Oh, sorry. I was maybe it'll be good news.
Somehow. I really doubt that. This just hasn't been my week.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm gonna go find out what happened to Gumshoe, friends. Bye.
No, you gotta do that.
Or should we have ignored this and gone to the detention center?
But flavor
And-
text in my only voice acting role.
Get it? I got it.
I'm just kidding. Hey, what took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgewood couldn't stick around forever and had to go.
It's like 30 seconds.
What? Wait a minute, Mr. Gumshoe. He was here. What happened?
Got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Hey?
You figured that out this quickly? I'm impressed.
And this bear that gave him away, pal.
The
How
bear
embarrassing.
bought it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
The bear?
I figured it out, pal. This bear used to be a living bear, and he bought a camera.
We caught him trying to leave the hotel.
He was on a dolly.
It was him all along.
It's like you're under arrest, bear.
Holy
I don't
God.
care how you said this is unbearable, but still,
Unbearable.
you can't resist the law forever.
Can barely contain myself.
I figured out we should have been looking into that bear instead of the camera. My intuition's not really that good.
But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured out?
Shh. No, Pearl. It's all right. Mr. Gumshoe, he's got to find an acorn every now and then.
It's like a acorn given by like an old person. Like, here you go. You found the acorn. Oh shit. There's only one
He gets whipped by Von Karma all the time.
Oh,
He's got to
no.
keep his self-esteem up.
True. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
But who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
But not in. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm yawning so bad. But on
Huh?
guard. Excuse me. Not on guard. Your client. That's who, pal.
And here I thought things couldn't get any worse.
So, still ate that baked beans I gave you?
Mr. Gumshoe, are you sure you heard that right? That the person who bought this bear was...
I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. For $3,800, pal. That's the exact matching price of that stuffed bear.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that is a
Cash? Nice.
high-priced bear, Mr. Gumshoe. And wow, you have a receipt. But is that all you have for the evidence on this claim?
It's just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I've sold the bear to Mr. Ungard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ungard's autograph out of it, pal. I'm sure the person that brought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ungard himself.
My sight, it's failing me. This cannot be. The person I'm defending
Should I
is looking more and more suspect.
Should I give you
Just
some
go eat
baked
those baked beans.
Yeah, I can spoon feed you. You can just lay down.
Got some ramen.
All right, here comes the baked bean airplane. Open your mouth.
And mix the baked beans with the ramen. Hear me out, it's genius.
All right, so we got a credit card receipt for $3,800 proof that Mr. Ungard
All
bought a
right.
stuffed bear.
I'm so glad we got some new evidence.
All right, we've been adding to the camera. All right, let's talk about the spy camera.
Well then, Mr. Gumshoe, the spy camera. What did you find out about that?
That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you to file away into evidence.
You can get those from any Radio Shack around here.
I know, right? Before they went out of business. Sad anime hours. But we got this stuff again. I know you don't want to give up, pal.
I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Carrita's room was none other than Matt Ungard. And he's lied about it.
Why would Mr. Ungard do something like this? Why would he spy on Juan Carrita?
I bet it was to catch Mr. Andrews and Mr. Carrita, one of the Rendezvous. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it.
Rendezvous?
Yeah.
Mr. Gumshoe, I bet. That's not good enough for me. Considering what's at stake right now.
Oh, sorry.
I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Maya's life is at stake.
Are you going to see him, Mr. Ungard, I mean?
Yes. After being done here, we're going right over to the detention center.
I'm so scared now, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. It's all so upsetting. Darkness falls.
Yeah, I know how you feel, Pearl. I'm actually very scared myself. But I've got to put on a good face. For Pearl. For her sake. This web of lies, we have to untangle it. Matt Ungard, what in the world have you done?
Alright. So it looks like we might got everything we need now. Maybe. So...
It's
do we wanna
time
go
for a
press them
grilling.
again?
So
it time for a
the
grilling?
question is... Do we have to... Oh, okay.
You're working really late, you know? It's already past 10 p.m., dude. You're gonna have rings around your eyes. It's not gonna look good.
Mr. Ungard, I think it's time you told me the absolute truth.
Ellipses. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk.
Alright, looks like it forces us into this. So... A new text here.
Yo, present that motherfucking camera.
Alright. Camera first or Magatama?
I think the first question on the Nagatama was related to some kind of...
We never really
Scandal?
did it because that was the one we did with Miss Andrews.
That was Andrews, yeah.
So.
Alright, yeah, we can...
Alright, you
we can-
ready? You ready for your favorite saying?
Sure.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nagatama. Oh wait.
Yes! It's Phoenix's voice impression. That's how he truly unlocks their mind.
All right, let's talk about your secret, man.
It's Inception.
Nice.
We're gonna take down this sand like it's JoJo. Man, I wish I could start playing the JoJo theme song.
Are
But
we
I
gonna
don't want
punch
this.
it? Is that what we're gonna do?
Hell yeah,
that
we're
seems like
gonna
a pretty good
aura
solution.
with the freaking like
Or
truth
Jordan's
bullets.
theme on the piano.
I want to do Wreck-It Ralph. I'm gonna wreck it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. On Guard. My best friend. Her life is on the line. I keep getting web of lies and web of lies and web of lies. This secret. What is it? Consider this. What if Mr. Carrita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed?
I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Except I know everything about Juan. Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but... I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night.
Really? Why were you watching him on camera?
I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap.
Mr. On Guard, don't lie to me.
Huh?
I know you paid close attention to Mr. Carrita, especially on that night.
So
You know, I didn't realize how sus it was, but he's curled up in bed watching video feed of Juan. That's a little...
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
creepy.
So
I remember Miss Andrews telling us that, and we saw that picture. How is he doing it though?
So should we
wonder how he
present
was
under his
watching.
pillow or something.
the bear?
Or...
He was
the-
using his
Well,
sprocket.
what's it say on the
phone.
camera? Does the camera...
Set to record the victim's room for 8 p.m. for 1 hour.
Yeah, do the camera,
Yeah, I think the camera's the most direct.
All right, let's go.
Although it would be kind of funny, he just slammed down the bear. Boom!
It just brings it with him the entire time. So take a look at this bear right here. Don't you
He wheels
recognize
it
this
in
This
beard?
guy looks
Ollie?
familiar.
He comes wheeling in on the dolly from like a guard helper, and then he gets it close to the glass, the double-way glass, and he slams the bear's face into the glass.
I guy just like...
Yes!
Yeah.
Look at this
Looking-
bear's eyes,
look-
Mr. On Guard.
He's just looking at the bear. He's just like, "Damn it! You didn't get away. I knew I couldn't trust you." You.
I can imagine like as he
Piece of
says
shit
like
bear.
the bear gets like his paws to do like cut out the confession or something like that. It's like
You recognize this guy?
I mime it out with the bear.
Is he your
Oh my
accomplice?
god!
All right, here we go. Mr. On Guard, look at this. Look at this camera right here on the other side of the glass. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Carrita's room the night of the murder. We know this is fact.
Secretly film? What? Like what?
Oh, don't try to play dumb, Mr. On Guard. And then we've learned that it's sent. Images taken from this camera were sent by a transmitter.
sorry.
No way. Wow. But dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
Oh my fucking god! Let's
What are
let's
you
slam
doing
this
to the
bear. All
In
right,
the
Boom!
just slam the bear at the window.
Poof. Take a look at this bear.
I don't know why, but like for some reason my brain got to like the Chris Hansen from like that what is that report thing he does, like it's like why don't you
Like,
just
what do you
stick a
think you're
sticker
doing?
here? And then the bear comes out like Chris Hansen or something like that. It's like, hey, I don't know. I'm probably that joke.
And he
didn't
just looks.
come out
He
as
looks at
funny
him and
as
says,
I
"What do you
thought it
think you're doing?" That's
was. Yeah.
That'd be great. Or it like
what are you
leans
doing?
in. It
Yeah.
leans in from off camera for a moment, and then leans out of frame.
All right.
Mr. On Guard, the spy camera, it was hidden in this very bear's eye. It's where we found it.
Ellipses.
A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan, is what we've
Oh
learned.
shit, we got one.
Pearl, that lock
Huh.
exploded
Yeah.
like usual.
huh,
That's just
yeah,
Pearl
whatever.
like pulling out her Glock and just shooting at it with the truth bullets. It's just like,
Oh my god.
That's pretty good. Pretty cool gun, I guess. Like, whatever. Humph. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude?
talking about yourself?
You get what I'm saying?
Well, actually, Mr. Ungard, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. Quote unquote.
Ellipses. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from?
You idiot.
The person who
Why don't we
gave
go-
this bear,
It's all
Really
you,
got
Mr.
bro.
Carrita.
There you go.
Profile.
You gotta
I
go
guess
to
he
his
gotta show him his
profile.
own profile.
Sure.
It's
Oh
like
my god!
a picture of himself.
Look at this!
I'll show you who did it.
He has to
Photograph.
pretend.
Like
He's gotta be dumb about it. He's gotta be
Yeah.
like,
This
like he-
whole
I
video-
have a
Guys,
long
this
lost
guy.
twin.
And who is this Old Spice looking guy?
Oh my god.
Is he fresh like a spring breeze?
Oh my
I just
Awesome.
imagine, like, he just pulls out like a hand mirror, just put it in front of him, just like, it's you, Mr. Ungard. It's like, who is this man? I've never seen this man in my life.
Oh my god!
All right.
So good. Mr. Ungard, I know you know this bear from somewhere. Now out with it. Tell me the truth.
I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude.
God damn it.
It's just like looking at the bear, like motioning
Aw.
to cut off his head.
Well, that's likely, Mr. Ungard, but the bear, he tells me he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? Look at
What
those
else?
big brown eyes.
What else did the bear tell you?
He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Ungard.
That is some Saw nightmare shit.
If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Yeah, that's
Wow,
right.
that was a good put
I don't
down.
know, weird backwards compliment kind of bullshit.
Come on, this
Backhanded.
is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Looks
we got
like
the
you're
credit
not
card
ready.
receipt. Show him the credit card receipt.
So you're not ready to give up your secret yet, huh, Mr. Ungard?
Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first?
Like a receipt or something.
Oh, you want proof, huh?
Alrighty.
It's not like he signed his autograph at the Walmart when he was checking it out or whatever
Alright,
for the
slap
clerk.
Well, here's your proof right here, sir. I have your credit card receipt, Mr. Ungard, for the purchase of this bear.
Done.
It's from when you purchased that bear from a clerk in the store.
Dude, all you could tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? I got so many bears. Way too many bears. This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush. I bought that one
What the fuck kind of toothbrush are you getting? Are you sure you
Toothbrush
didn't,
made out of
accidentally,
spacecraft aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or that he just bought like an
massaging
accidental.
functions.
Yeah, like the Sonic toothbrushes, but he bought them in the bulk by accident or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
He
like
thought,
whenever.
he thought one
instead
time
of-
use.
Yeah, instead of replacing the. Yeah, it's one time use.
It's like, all right, I'm done
I
with
got my
this one. It's time to open a
380
new package.
toothbrushes.
Holy shit.
My 380 Sonic hairs in bulk.
Yeah, it's gross, dude. There's bacteria on it after you used it.
That's why you do the replacement every time when it's worn out. You dumbass. All right.
He would say, I gotta have that fresh, clean breeze smell.
And I brush twice a day, or I brush 8 times a day.
Oh my god, it reminds me of the NBA player who confessed, like, I have a new pack of underwears, like, every day I open or something. I don't know.
Oh, I never knew that.
That is wasteful.
interesting.
Not
That's-
good for the
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
like-
believe it though.
Like, he only wears literally freshly bought underwears every time when he goes out. So, anyways.
I wish I had that kind of money to do that. Actually,
Hey, look, what do you know?
a $3,800 toothbrush, Mr. Ungard? Are you kidding me?
It's ivory and it's got elephant hair for bristles.
What the fuck?
Gross.
Damn, I was ready with that.
Oh, elephant hair. Is that really what rich people use nowadays? I'm not buying this crap. Anyway, Mr. Ungard, no, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not?
Ellipses. Dude, you should have said that earlier. Now I give up. So can I ask you one thing?
What is it? What?
You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you, like, looking into stuff like that?
Because if I don't know the truth when we are in court tomorrow, Mr. Ungard, I can't help you.
Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay?
There you go, trying to dodge the truth again. And no, Mr. Ungard, we're not finished yet. I haven't asked you why you set up that camera yet. What was your motive for doing that? And then, we still come back to your quote-unquote secret. What is it? With me, Mr. Ungard, with me, you have client attorney privilege. It will be confidential, I promise you.
Oh, sorry. So, what are you going to do now?
Punch
What are
you in
you
the face.
gonna do now?
I feel like I can imagine like IRL. He's like really looking at his phone, just like as he's like being
my
serious.
God.
with it.
It's like, yeah, it's like,
Dang
what?
millennial.
So what?
Yeah.
Yup.
Let,
Yup.
let me just.
It's like Phoenix, right? Like he like tweets it, he like adds him on Twitter.
Yeah.
This
Oh
next
my
morning.
God.
My phone dings. Ding.
Yeah.
Wait, what is? I have a Twitter follow.
It's like probably like Maya set it up for him and he forgot or something.
Oh my
You know?
Wait,
I'm surprised
do
you
you have
guys
to
are.
teach Maya about? Oh, whatever.
Hey,
I'm
how you
surprised you guys
doing?
are still playing at this time.
Yeah. I mean, we
it's
started
been good.
late, so but let's keep going.
Mr. Ungard, I'm going to find out what I want to know one way or another, because I must. Too much is at stake. Now, the reason you hid this camera in Mr. Carrita's room, and you wanted that secret film, please tell me.
No, we gotta guess.
Is it Andrews or
Uh,
Celeste?
Oh, yeah, he's trying to
Oh,
find
he
out
wants
about
to
the
see-
affair, I guess.
Yeah, it's got to be Andrews then, because she wants to film her meeting up with Carrita.
I guess that's true. So we can do that.
Yeah,
Anybody disagreement with that?
I can't find a
Let's-
reason to.
All
give it
right.
a shot.
myself.
Slap it in. We only gotta lose 3 ticks of our little energy.
Yeah, that's a lot
points
of damage.
Our lawyer.
Oh, I
energy.
wasn't aware of the health bar thing.
Yeah.
Adrian Andrews?
If he gets wrong too many times, literally he'll faint or just
It's like
lose
a
hope. Yeah.
charisma
Mhm.
meter.
It does take spiritual power to use this lock power, after all.
That is true.
It's true. Yeah, it does hurt him.
Makes sense. I just recently learned I can shoot spirit bullets.
The funny thing is that it does carry over to the court. So if you start with low guesses and we don't have an entire audience to think, we're permanently screwed. By yourself.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh God,
All
that's
right.
harsh.
Yeah. Good. I don't know if you said this name right.
All
I'm
right, he
sorry.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, my bad.
Nailed it. Well, Mr. Ungard, there's a rumor going around. I keep hearing that Miss Andrews and Mr. Carrita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Carrita, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn into a scandal. Isn't that right?
Ellipses. Dude, you could be such a moron.
Wow, that's kind of.
Excuse me?
The pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy, quote unquote.
God damn it. He works with TMZ, the piece of shit.
God, yeah, all right.
I should have known from the
Give me
close.
a rest for that alone.
Yeah.
The good stuff? Juicy?
It's probably like on like Mr.
He turns around. He's
Carrita's-
like, it's on my pants even.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably like
God.
it's probably like Juan
Juicy
Carrita's
on
like
his ass.
juicy on his ass. Yeah, it's like, oh, juicy Juan Carrita. I didn't think he was product placing with that.
Oh my
Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. We're all just a bunch of attention whores.
My apologies. I accidentally skipped that.
That's okay.
What are you talking about, dude? You went so quickly.
I'm so on the floor from your statement, Mr. Ungard. I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but I don't believe that. It wasn't. And there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing.
Whoa!
Alright, the real reason.
Real reason.
Is it to see that the murder happened? To confirm it?
That's one idea.
So would we
one
show him
idea.
Oh, we don't know the butler's the killer yet.
No,
we don't.
we do have the calling card, but that probably
That
wouldn't make
might be it.
sense. But
Yeah, I'm thinking the murder scene picture, but
well, let's see.
I feel like the calling card like shows the hired killer and that he could be trying to.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe
What
the
did that
connection.
What did that gossip newspaper say again?
Okay, so the real reason you set up Mr. Carrita's room was.
Reliable sources say that Juan Carrita has been getting.
But he
closer.
just said that's not it. It's
Yeah.
not about the gossip. It's something
Yeah.
more than
That's
Okay.
true.
It has to be about the
So,
killer.
Good point.
Something more
We
juicy.
could probably do the calling card, possibly. If it's not.
The
Oh.
tomato juice.
Juicy,
Okay.
it's the tomato juice.
Yeah.
Uh,
He has
I
to
think
get.
If
Calling
it's not the
card,
card, it has to be like the picture of the murder.
So
I'm thinking
do we show like Juan Carrita then, or what do we do? Or like the actual picture?
I
I think it's the
the
calling card.
All
Yeah,
right.
the
So calling card it is. Anybody in disagreement?
We can give it a shot.
All right.
I know- I
don't
have
feel
no
confident
objection.
about it, but like, let's
Fuck it.
let's-
Yeah, it's right.
Whew, okay. What is this card?
Maybe he doesn't know about this card, actually. Well, Mr. Ungard, this is a certain man's calling card. I've become to learn that this man's name is Shelley the Killer. And I'm pretty sure you know of him, don't you?
Shelly the Killer? That's a ridiculous name. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him?
If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? And you just called him a scumbag, and I didn't even tell you who he was yet. This is it. I'm finally starting to get at the truth. I'm chipping away, the light's showing. I can't afford any mistakes right now, though.
Oh shit! Did it just get worse?
Yep, we're
Oh,
getting heated, guys. But
Getting
just so we don't lose
Ah,
progress.
What? Oh, we could die half.
Oh, I can't exit out of
That cuts
this.
off a lot.
Mr. Matt Ungard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer.
You're the hero of
Oh.
justice.
I mean,
Oh, this is pretty-
It's,
The
it's
second one.
be
You're his
deserve
client.
to
be more obvious
you
what
get
the
this
answer
wrong.
is.
You're a star. Like
Really?
you have to be really tired or dumb to fuck this up, really.
Right?
Yeah, like really.
Like not really paying attention to the game. Like you're just hitting buttons until you get
I
it
just
right.
like the idea of
I
like
love the first answer, though. I wish we could pick it just to see what the flavor text would be.
I just like the idea of Phoenix
None-
not being able to
But none of
accept.
the flavor text in Ace Attorney is very funny though. Like every time you pick the wrong answer, it's never as funny as they think as you want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right. Let's slap it down.
Alright, let's do it.
Mr. Ungard, since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. You set this up ahead of time. So how then? How would you know something like that? How did you know something was going to go down in that hotel room? I'll tell you why. It's because you are the killer's client. That's why. You hired Shelley the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carrita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is, unfortunately, it's you, Matt, the one I'm defending. You've been lying to me so much.
Ellipses. Ellipses. More ellipses. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude.
That phrasing, I don't.
Oh my.
Sounds kind of creepy. Like, whoa.
I was trying to be a good boy.
Good boy.
I guess
you
I've been
say.
naughty.
Yeah.
Puts the lotion on its skin.
I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway.
But Mr. Ungard, you really did hire? Did you use your sprocket
Hold on
phone
a
to
sec.
hire
I'm gonna consult
Shelley the
myself,
Killer?
okay?
What?
Oh my god, what? He has a split
What the
personality.
hell? How do you consult yourself?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. He figured it
Consult
out.
himself?
He's not a total dumbass. Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway.
Like frightened.
About time for what?
I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude.
Oh shit, that wasn't his stand? Oh, this is his stand?
Oh,
And then he goes,
shit.
How do
Oh,
you
this
do,
is
Mr.
cool.
Lawyer? I'm
Where
Matt
did you get
Where'd he
Ungard.
get that drink from?
Yeah, holy
It's
shit.
Ace Attorney.
Giant brandy glass.
They always bring out this. They
Why
always
did-
bring out this stuff when they
Have you
transform.
noticed the villain when it reveals himself and like everything they pull their hair back? Why is that the villain look?
Because anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Anime
Because he had the, I
stereotypes.
don't know.
His face.
Yeah, because I guess he was trying to cover up his scars. But he's like, you thought I was a
Oh,
pretty boy,
that's-
dumbass. It turns out I'm a scarred dumbass.
That's why he was Troa, going for the Troa look.
Is he having like a split moment like in that movie? Or what? Alright. Alright.
Maybe.
Oh, good analogy.
He's
Good analogy.
schizophrenic.
A John Travolta.
Yeah.
Don't
Kinda like
all Ace Attorney villains do this though?
kinda like well, a little bit, but he's like the first one to be like physically and mentally changed.
Yeah,
I have a
he's, like,
prediction.
hard. We have to
I have a
defend him.
prediction. Those scars on his face are from Shu.
Oh shit.
Oh wait,
You wanna know how I get the
either that or
scar?
he's into some kinky shit.
Oh god. But anyways, let's talk about the secret, Matt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have.
I like this Dr. Jekyll and Hyde like sudden
The
change.
thing is, the jacket really doesn't suit him now.
It really doesn't.
Mr. Ungard. You really? Wow, your new look too. Hold on. You're really Shelley the Killer's client?
I don't know why, but the more I look at this security guard, he's like eyeing us the whole time. He's like, man, I hope he likes that cocktail drink I made for him. Like,
It's gonna be night.
yeah.
You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean, Scarface?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying. What a terrible.
You said it, Pearl.
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
I'm scared. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
I mean, that was just because I'm into kinky shit. A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian.
He knew about Miss Andrews' secret.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins.
Wait, what?
Oh, come on now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
2 cents.
2
Damn.
cents.
Oh my god.
That's a tough
He
guy.
spends 4K on toothbrushes.
350?
350.
350 Loch Ness Monster. Holy shit. Alright. I'm sorry, Pearl. Go ahead.
And that's why?
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face at the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can! Good enough of an answer for you, little girl!
Oh no.
No.
What a dick!
Terrible answer.
It's like,
And sometimes, Pearl, men just want to watch the world burn.
yeah, in this
Sounds like
case,
Joker on us.
That's such a, like, I don't know, like Disney villain
I do
answer.
like
I don't know.
one aesthetics from him. He switches eyes, so from his like left, like he started with his left eye being like the dumb stoner dude, and now he closes that eye to open this one, which is just this crazy like sociopathic asshole. But that's me.
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Carrita?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
Wait, this is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Carrita had been able to give it, then Mr. Ungod's secrets would have.
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Carrita ended up dead. You're evil.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away.
Like those single-use toothbrushes, huh?
That's right. It's just like my elephant toothbrush. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too, and oh, how can I forget?
Oh.
Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt and God. Ah, did that leave you speechless? What a shame!
Mr. Unguard, Pearl's about to punch you.
She's getting her
Just
Glock
forewarning.
ready, switching
Punches
to
your
the
bullet through glass.
switching the ammo to the anti-personnel
Bulletproof glass,
like
yeah.
bullet piercing rounds that go through the glass. It's like
Oh my god! Next thing you see, she's got an anti-materiel rifle. She's
hell yeah,
long scoping him.
just fucking going like the Helsing sniper
I am
rifle.
done with this fool.
What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could you? How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Carrita, and you answered to me very clearly that you had not killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room.
You know, the more I think
the
about
law
him
works,
having
but
his
okay.
monologue here, is like there's a security guard there, and there's also
Yeah!
a fucking
I know, I've
camera.
been thinking the same
And
thing.
he's on camera. Yeah, what the hell?
So
The
He just
cops are
thinks it's an
dumb.
acting audition.
Yeah.
Cops
The
are
guy-
dumb.
the
They're
guy's
not
literally
gonna-
asleep.
they're not
He's,
gonna
he, he,
listen.
he fell asleep standing up.
or maybe they hire like deaf guards because they want to have like
Oh
equal
my
opportunities. It's like, oh god.
You, Mr. Unguard, you killed Mr. Carrita.
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Ah, but too
Oh,
bad.
we're going to unmask you in court, Mr. Unguard. Don't worry about that.
Ah, but too bad. You can't unmask me. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you?
Or wait, will he send the killer after us? Like,
Well,
we got the threat.
you could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. If you care about your friend Maya.
Mystic Maya, you're a monster.
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
That's awkward phrasing.
You scoundrel! How dare you hide behind our best friend?
So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
Okay, Mr. Unguard. Just know this. You're going down. I will get you for this.
Your voice is not the least bit threatening at all.
That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
That's a big old whoa.
That
I'm
scumbag!
gonna kill this brandy.
Maya. Oh, Maya. Oh, what am I supposed to do now?
Now you finally found it.
I think that's probably. Oh.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take your voice acting. Oh, go ahead, Zach, if you want to continue, unless you need a break.
Well, I was thinking, Justin, or did anybody else want to give a shot at
Who wants to sound pretentious?
I'm okay, fine. The starting line of this. Well, I know Edward sounds a bit more British. The starting line of this case.
Perfect.
Edgeworth. Hey.
I don't care for the horde atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah.
Teleportation.
I have my own Batmobile.
Just that quick.
He just literally like swaps the board by hand.
Like,
The background.
We got on his
Oh my
back.
God.
No,
He
me
pulls it down. And it's
Yeah.
like,
me and Pearl
another background
got on
behind
his
it.
back, and he just runs. He just super speed runs. Piggyback ride,
just freaking Naruto
like
runs.
JoJo style.
Yeah. Holy shit. Alright.
Runs like T1000.
Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy...
No! We can't do that. Maya.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
Then what? I'm almost out of ideas. Guys, girls, what
Kiss
should
me.
we do?
Maybe it'll help you think of something. No. That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you should comfort him more. You're the worst boyfriend ever.
I am sorry, Pearl. Have you ever been in a relationship? Have you?
I'm 5.
So? And you are not. Now, right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right? It's your turn.
My turn.
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one?
Find us that lawyer camp.
You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own.
Oh, darn it. Edgeworth, at lawyer camp it was a multiple choice question and they didn't give us the answer key at the end.
Okay, and then Edward just takes off his cravat and slaps Phoenix with it. Pull yourself together. This is not high school anymore.
Bye.